Hello and welcome back to this course on the usually we were discussing the F&B cost. In F&B cost we have discussed the cost of sales and the cost of labor so far. So now we are going to discuss the last two items of F&B cost that we left with, supplemental pay and employee benefits. So let's look at them. As we discussed in the last video, the supplemental pay includes the pay charged to the charge for the the day off which is taken by the staff for personal pay, personal days, sick leave, holiday, vacation, paid time off, when the hotels are normally making the provision for those days at every day, every month. And then whenever the employee is taking such kind of leaves or such kind of day offs, then the cost of such day related to those days is charged out to that provision. Similar way, the supplemental cost pay also includes the severance pay when you normally are paying to the employee in lieu of their service awards. Let's say the employee has worked for 10 years, then by most of the law from the most of the countries, you may have to pay anywhere between 1 month to 1.5 months per completed year of service. So that once the employee has retired, you have to pay that amount to the staff. So that cost related to that severance pay will also be charged here. But usually by nowadays, as per accounting standards, you are not charging the severance pay based on the actual payment done. Usually you will charge accrual or a provision every month based on the actuarial valuations or based on your own formula that you may have devised based on number of days the person is going to get. Let's say for every year of service you will get 1 month. So for every month of service you will get for 2 days or 2.5 days. So every month you will be accumulating that number of days so that you can reach by the end of the year the required provision. When you will keep on accumulating that provision and adjust the provision whenever there is an actual severance pay. So the actual payment is normally done from the provisions in order to keep the P&L kind of stable. Otherwise sometimes if you have, let's say, 10 employees who are retiring, the cost of those 10 employees will go immediately into the P&L, and that month the outlet will be in losses. That's not the right way of doing. So usually the hotel involve quite a lot of accruals for recognizing the supplemental pay, including the day off, the vacation pay, the holidays, the severance, not the sick leave, but usually you cannot make an accrual for sick days because that depends on if the employee is actually sick or not. It's not the right of the employee to claim the sick leave if he is not sick, right? So that depends on the actual condition. So you normally don't make a provision for that. So the cost of that sick leave will go into the month when the employee is actually sick. Then you have the last item, which is related to the employee benefits. So the employee benefits usually includes the automobile allowance, maybe like a ferry, the passenger services. Some hotels are providing the ferry services to the employees, mean they are going to pick up from their home. So the cost of that amount is going to be here. Then you have the company may provide the employee allowance to lease the car or the family or the petrol. Then the cost will also be here. Then you have usually a child care cost if the hotel is providing any child care facilities for the employee kids, then the cost will be going here. Then you have savings plan as per the contributory saving plan, like the retirement saving plans. If these are not mandatory saving plans, usually it depends on the company policy. So if the company policy is there where you are contributing equally among the contributor to the retirement benefits, then the cost of that, but the employer share will go here. Then you have dental insurance, disability insurance will also be the cost of that insurance premium. The employer part will come under the employee benefits. Then you have expatriate benefits. The expatriate normally will get a house, normally will get a living and cost of living adjustments, education for their family member, hardship premium, the tax equalization, or the transportation for the home leave. So those costs will be included in the expatriate benefits. Usually you will create a sub ledger for expatriate benefits covering the separate cost, including the payroll tax, which gross up tax which you are paying for the on behalf of employee, the cost of accommodation, electricity, the education to the expatriate kids, the cost of the transportation to their home country on an annual yearly basis, or relocation benefits will also be included here. Then you have the other type of insurance like health, group life insurance or health insurance provided to the employees as maybe as a group policy or as an individual policy. And you have housekeeping and educational benefits to all the employees, not only the expatriate. If the company is providing the housing facilities in their compound, or a school in their compound, the cost of that school or cost of that housing will go into the this line item. Then you have meals which is provided to the employees, maybe in the canteen or in the or even in the restaurants usually. So they will be charged here, but if any amount is recovered from the employees, it will be net off. It will not go as a revenue. So then you have other insurance, the local national insurance or bonus of the employees, then public subsidized transportation, or the employee stock options, or the other workman compensation insurance, which are to the benefit of the employee. So you can have you can see the list of all the expenses which is going into the employee benefits. Certain countries may not have these all benefit lines. They may have different lines of the employee benefits. So it depends on the country what in which the hotel is. So but these are not the costs which are paid to the government as a part of the hiring value, because then it will become the part of payroll tax rather than the employee benefit, because the employee is not getting benefit from the directly from the payroll taxes that the company is paying. But in here the employee is getting a direct benefit for the spending amount spent by the company here. So these are the employee benefits. These will be similar in all the departments, so you will find them again and again.